And there's me stood right in front of terjun Tembok Barak. Ooh la la. Okay, so I didn't actually expect to have the drone up so early in the trek down to Lingaling, but I just had to bring it out to show you this. Look. View of Croya, how beautiful is that? Let's just try and take you across so we can get a... Wow. Good morning from Lavina, Bali, Indonesia. So I'm currently staying at the Lavina Beach Club and Resort here in Lavina. However, this is going to be a separate video from the resort facility itself where I'm staying at. In today's video, I'm going to be featuring a one-day tour itinerary ideal for those of you that may be staying here in Lavina. Now, this particular tour itinerary that I'm going to feature, you could potentially do it from the popular tourist locations where many people stay, Kuta, Legian, Seminyak, Sanur, Ubud. However, it would be an extremely long day. You'd have to be setting off very early in the morning and getting back very late in the evening. So there's going to be three places featured in today's video, one of which is a place called Alin-Aling, which is a collection of 3 or 4 waterfalls. There is jumping available there, so you can actually jump off the cliffs into the actual waterfalls. The 2 other places I'm going to feature are 2 lesser known places, literally known by nobody. A place called Blue Lagoon, the Gardens of Sambangan, and a place called terjun Tembok Barak. So all 3 places that are going to be featured in today's video are 3 magnificent places. However, the latter 2, Blue Lagoon, Gardens of Sambangan and terjun Tembok Barak, you don't expect to really see any people there because very, very few people know about these 2 places. I don't actually understand why, and you won't yourself whenever I reveal them with the camera in today's video. So without any further ado, let's go and get started and take a one-day tour here in northern Bali. Okay, so here's the ticket office, waterfall tickets in the corner here and all the different adventure packages. Have a restaurant available as well. It's huge, big car parking area to the main street there. So here's all the guides waiting for people to do the trekking options. The waterfall tickets are available here. Got many different adventure packages available. 4 waterfall in total. All these different kind of adventures as well available. Lots of different things, and here's our main ticket office area. I'll just show you the secret garden of Sambangan. Never try, never know, it says there. And we have a restaurant here. So it looks a quite nice restaurant. This is all new since the last time I come here. It wasn't like this last time I was here. So it's called Krishna Adventures now. Different foods available on the menu there. Hopefully the camera's picking them up. I am wearing sunglasses, so it's a little bit harder to see. Reasonably priced. Here's the inside of the restaurant. Nice little unique seating areas here. Okay, so that's a very beautiful dining facility there. So all of your meal options are available there. Maybe if you want to start your have your breakfast there before you start your journey to or your adventure to all of these places here. I've actually just had a look from the restaurant. They've done a lot of work here. It's a totally revamped place now. There's lots of activities available. Let's go and take a stroll along the track. There's the restaurant just to the left there. And the menus are again showing here. Wow, look at this. Ooh la la. So beautiful. I think what we'll do is we'll get the drone up at this point now and give you a view of this from above. The flying fox here. Zip line across to the other side. This will look better with the drone. Wow. I've got the chairs here. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so I didn't actually expect to have the drone up so early in the trek down to Lingaling, but I just had to bring it out to show you this. Look at the view. So there's the restaurant there in the back. Just give you a zoom closer in on that one. How beautiful is that? And there's all of the rice terrace view from the restaurant. Just drop you down and give you a full view of this. This is really, really divine beauty. Wow, look at that. All around. How beautiful is that? Wow. Okay, just leaving a restaurant and rice terrace area now. We're going to make our way down to the waterfall. Some beauty as well all around. Not sure what that is. And then we have a beautiful bridge here. Wow. Let's go to the side so you can get a view of that. See, it's all brand new since the last time I come here to Lingaling. It wasn't like this. They made it really beautiful now. And here we are. And now we have some signs. Wow, it's very nicely done, this. So Lingaling waterfall is where we're heading. Swing, fish pond, majestic. So beautiful. So just here we have an area again. There is some tables and chairs, and then I presume this is where all the fish are in here. So beautiful. Oh, it looks as though there's some like paddle boat things that you can rent there or something maybe. There's swans there. Maybe paddle around here in them. Okay, so back on the track now. So here's the entrance to the waterfall. Very nicely signposted. So they are quite steep steps winding down to the waterfall. So we've arrived down at the base now of the stairs. We have a sign here. Lingaling is to the right, Kroya, Tembok Barak to the left. We'll head along here first of all. So all the track now is the same as the last time I was here. And here we are, we've arrived already at the stepway leading to Alin-Aling. Wow, so I'm already at the top here now, and there's Alin-Aling. How beautiful is that? I'll take the drone up and let that do the work. Okay, so here's some information on Alin-Aling Falls. Height 35 metres. Pay attention, slippery surfaces. You can go out and jump off the rock there if you're with a guide, but you can see how slippy it is. Nonetheless, a beautiful, very beautiful waterfall. Okay, so there we are, the beautiful Lingaling. It's very difficult to get a proper view of this with the drone because there's so many trees around. You can jump off the rock on the side there into the actual water down below. There's Lingaling. Okay, I'm back on the track now to the stairs where we came down, and we're going to be heading to the next collection of waterfalls. I think there's 3 in this direction over here. So here we are, we're arriving at the next waterfall now. Steps here. Okay, so just a short down to the climbs now, and we've arrived at Kroya waterfall. So this one you can actually jump off the platform there if you're with a guide, just to make sure you're safe. Never try, never know. Beautiful is that. Okay, so there's a beautiful full view of Kroya. How beautiful is that? Let's just try and take you across so we can get a closer look. Wow, so beautiful. Okay, let's just bring you back out so you can see the jumping platform also. So that's what you can jump off there into the water down below. So here's a look directly opposite Croya, sort of in the middle. It's like a mini roundabout with a temple. You can see me there. Hello. Okay, so just next door to Croya, or next along the trek, is a waterfall called Kemba Falls. So this is a twin waterfalls. You can see the monument and statue praying area in the middle there, like the roundabout in the middle. And this is a twin waterfalls, Kemba Falls. Let's just have a look down below. I think you can jump off this platform, what I'm stood on here. Okay, so there's Kemba Falls. Let's turn the drone around so you can see all around now. And then we have another waterfall down below here, where we're going to be heading next. This is the final waterfall. Okay, so we've just come from there. You can see the temple in the middle there, down the steps there. We've just showed you the twin waterfalls here, Kemba. And then you do have to walk across a small area of water here, so you're going to get a little bit wet on your feet. And then now we're heading in this direction to our final waterfall. Okay, so our final waterfall is that Puchuk Falls, 14 meters, 6 meters. There's Kemba in the distance. Puchuk's just down there. We'll have to take you down below to give you a full view. So again, a short walk down some concrete and stone stairs mix, and you arrive at the base here of Puchuk waterfalls. So you're going to have to cut across if you want a better view on the waterfall to the other side. I'm just going to let the drone do the work and give you a view. And there's a full view of a final waterfall. Is it Puchuk, however you pronounce it, waterfall. Only a relatively small waterfall again. Nice, you can jump off the top down into the bottom here. I'm going to take you across and just give you a closer view on the waterfall itself. There's trees again in the way, so it's not very easy. Already bleeping now on the control. Let's draw you back out. How beautiful is that? Wow. Okay, I've arrived here at the Blue Lagoon. Now this place I have visited before. It's an absolutely fabulous, beautiful, small 2 waterfalls in the back with a beautiful blue lagoon circle rolling over into a river. So the entrance fee here is 25,000. You can spend as long as you like here. You've got a little short trek down to the actual Blue Lagoon itself, maybe 5 minutes going down, 10 going back, because it is a little bit of a steep incline. So we're going to make our way now to the I'll show you the ticket office just as I'm going down. I've already purchased my ticket, so I know it's 25,000. And we're going to take a short stroll down to the Blue Lagoon. I shall show you the track as I'm walking down, and then I shall take the drone up and give you some aerial footage as I get closer to the Blue Lagoon itself. So there's the ticket office. Have a beautiful girl at the ticket office. And then we're just going to walk down, so there's parking for your motorbikes just at the side here. There used to be a little restaurant over there, however now it's closed down. You can just get some snacks and things here. Hello, good afternoon, morning. We have a sharp drop down to the waterfall. It's, well, not well, it is a waterfall, the Blue Lagoon itself. So there's a look back, not for those with weak knees. And here we go, making our way down now. Okay, so here we are. We have the Blue Lagoon this way. A few steps down here. And these little areas here, if you want to take a rest walking down. Winding staircase leading down. Final steps down, so just a short walk down to the bottom, no more than 5 minutes. Have some toilet facilities in the back there. And then here we are, we've landed down here to Blue Lagoon. Wow, so beautiful. Okay, so there's a full view of the Blue Lagoon from the start point here. There's actually quite a few people here, a lot more than I expected. The majority are Indonesian, however I do see some Western tourists also. Just take you across and have a look. And there it is, the Blue Lagoon. Wow. I've actually got some people on the side there now. Looks so they're going to do some kind of rope swing or something. Wow. Okay, so I've arrived here at terjun Tembok Barak, also in the Sambangan area here in Bali. Now I have been to this waterfall a couple of times in the past. I have actually had it all to myself in the past. However, after just arriving here and parking a bike, I've noticed there's quite a few bikes here already. I've spoke to the ticket guys and they've told me that there is Indonesian actually down at the waterfall, so that's going to be nice to see. Finally someone's Indonesians have discovered this waterfall. Hope you follow suit and do the same and come to this place after I've taken you down and shown you how beautiful this waterfall is. Okay, so here I am down the gang here leading to terjun Tembok Barak. Here's the prices. Local tourist 10,000, foreign tourist 20,000. And here's the little tourist office just to the right here. Pay this gentleman here. Okay, so here I am down from the ticket office. It's a short drive to this point here, which is where you park your motorbikes, and now you've got a, it says 400 metres walk to the waterfall from here. Tembok Barak waterfall, it was never like this last time I come here. You have this nice little buoy here, and then you have some drinks and snacks available from the small place there. Okay, just from that area here now we've got the, he says it says 400 metres, the guy says it's about 15 minutes walk from this point here. Last time I come here it wasn't quite like this, it was just a dirt track, now it's all steps and concrete. Nice. So there's a look at the first section of steps, and then they're not quite as good here. Some people coming up now. Oh wow, so this little section here now, quite steep steps, still concrete, not quite as good as the first bit. Now we're heading on to flat track here now. Okay, so here's a first full visual on the water. Very, very clean water, you can see through it right to the bottom. Just walking along the narrow footpath now, we have a family here. And then now we're going to have to... Hello!
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Wow. There's a waterfall just in the distance. Okay, so that was actually just a very short walk, maybe 10 minutes. And here we are. There's a family again of Indonesian here. And there's terjun Tembok Barak in the back. Let's get the drone up and give you a view of this beautiful waterfall. Wow, so beautiful. And there's me stood right in front of terjun Tembok Barak. Ooh la la, wow. Let's just zoom you in now to the waterfall. Gradually make our way over. Very, very powerful waterfall this. Look at that, wow. It's as close as I want to get. Okay, so that concludes today's video, my one-day tour itinerary here in northern Bali. So I've actually undertaken this tour itinerary as I'm actually staying in northern Bali here in Lavina. So that's going to be the easiest way to undertake the itinerary that's featured in today's video. However, it is possible from the Kuta, Legian, Seminyak, Sanur, Ubud, the popular tourist areas, wherever it is you may be staying, to undertake this one-day itinerary. But you are going to have to allow yourself probably a 12-hour day to take in the 3 sites and allow yourself for eating your meals also at any of the warungs restaurants in the area. So as you've seen with the camera in today's video, 3 magnificent places featured. Lingaling, that's now called Krishna Adventure. Lots of activity and fun things to do there. Now I only went by myself to visit the waterfalls, 20,000. That to me is a very, very bargain price ticket, 20,000 for 4 waterfalls. However, if you do hire a guide and you want to do any of the water jumping into the actual falls or anything, you're going to be paying a minimum of 125,000 and upwards. The guide's just going to basically walk around with you, point out the things and ensure your safety if you're undertaking the waterfall jumping. And then next onto the Blue Lagoon, the Gardens of Sambangan. What an absolutely beautiful, amazing place that really is. Really beautiful, tranquil nature place. Now that place, not too many people know about that place. You saw down at the waterfalls, there was only really a handful of people, maybe about, I don't know, 10, 15 people down at the actual waterfalls. It's a rarely visited site, and the majority of the people actually at the waterfalls were Indonesian. And then on to the last place, terjun Tembok Barak, probably my favourite waterfall here in Bali. Not an overly big waterfall, but nonetheless very, very beautiful. The rock colourings around the waterfall, just completely different to any other on offer here in Bali. Just a really, really beautiful, tranquil place. And again, as you saw when I got down to the base there, not a soul in sight, only Indonesian, only a handful of Indonesians there that actually know about that place. So on that note, hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. Hope some of you find this video useful. And if you're looking for an out-of-this-world experience during your holiday stay here in Bali, then I highly recommend that you pay attention to today's video and maybe take the undertaking of heading up to northern Bali and visiting the 3 places I've featured in today's video.